So the change from last weekend, about 12 degrees warmer. I prefer personally like the fall temperatures in the 70s, but it is August after all, and we don't get those early fall temperatures that often this time of year. So we'll track some of that fog now, and you can see it's really going to start to build in. And by tomorrow morning at 7 o'clock, most areas could see visibility around a half a mile or less. And I just had to throw this in here. The average first 10th inch of snow that we typically get here in Cedar Rapids occurs right around 85 days in mid-November. It's just hard to believe that that season is just around the corner. This system will start to move to the northeast and bring some widespread showers and storms into eastern Iowa. And it's certainly possible we could see an inch or more from about Highway 20 to the north. If you did not make it to Chalk the Walk in Mount Vernon today, you have another chance tomorrow. It starts at 10 a.m. Temperatures should be in the upper 60s. And then by the time the event wraps up around 6 o'clock, we should see readings in the mid 70s. Our source region of air the last several days has been from the Gulf of Mexico. Warm and humid air has been transported from south to north. But as this cold front tracks through tomorrow, the source region of our air is going to be out of Canada. Even a few thunderstorms still out there right now, mainly in Delaware County, from around Manchester down into Ryan toward Hopkinton. These are tracking to the east, but up to the north, already starting to see some more showers starting to flare up. So we'll time it out on Predictor. This is kind of what's going on right now. But again, as we head through the overnight hours, 2 or 3 o'clock, you do see the bulk of these continue to drift to the north. Yeah, these winds have been howling all day long, guys. We've had many reports of gusts over 50 miles per hour across eastern Iowa. Even at this hour, the flags up above my left shoulder continue to whip around in these winds. And these conditions can be pretty dangerous for some high-profile vehicles, even some semis that are traveling. I talked to a truck driver within about the last hour going from Minneapolis down to Georgia, and he said it was a pretty bumpy ride all the way from the Twin Cities. He has since turned in for the night. If you've stepped outside today, you certainly can feel the change. We do have a wind chill. That's when the temperature feels a lot worse than what it actually is. Our bodies naturally produce heat, so we have this heat bubble around us, but when we're out in the wind, that wind kind of scours our heat bubble away, so our bodies have to work extra hard to maintain that temperature. So that's why it feels colder outside than what it is. Lack of snowfall here in Cedar Rapids. I'm at Bowman Woods Elementary School, and behind me there's a pretty large steep hill, which is normally a pretty popular place to be this time of year with kids and their families as they like to take their sleds and go sledding down this hill. But as you mentioned, a pretty lackluster snow season here in Cedar Rapids. Only 4.3 inches of snow. And the rotation is just to the north and east of Prairieburg right now, and it is continuing to move to the northeast right around Hopkinton. It should get between Hopkinton and Monticello here in about the next 20, maybe 30 minutes. And it is just to the south of Elkader, right along Highway 13. So likely heavy rain and that large hail occurring just south of Elkader. And this is continuing to move to the east about 35 miles per hour. We do have a tornado warning for Johnson County. And if we go back to, here we go, here's our Doppler radar right now. And where you see this pink and this purple color, that is the core of the storm. No doubt putting out maybe 60 to 70 mile per hour winds, some golf ball, maybe ping pong ball size hail. A severe thunderstorm warning for Buchanan, Delaware, and Dubuque County until 8:15 for this line of strong thunderstorms, which has produced tree damage in parts of Allamakee County. The National Hurricane Center expects it to remain at Category 2 strength up until it makes landfall, which will be sometime tomorrow night into early Friday in North Carolina. And here's the latest of Hurricane Dorian. We'll get a new update here at 10 o'clock, but notice the eye of the storm looks pretty healthy. That indicates a very strong storm. Sustained winds 150 miles per hour, gust of around 185. It is a Category 4. It's approaching the Bahamas. A warm and humid night is in progress here in eastern Iowa. Here's a live look at our Dubuque Skycam at the Diamond Joe Casino. It looks a lot different than what it did early this morning. In fact, here is a time lapse of the thick, dense fog that did develop. There was a dense fog advisory out through the morning hours for Dubuque, including much of eastern Iowa. But once the sun came up, it began to mix up the air, and look how quickly that fog dissipated late morning into the afternoon, and that sun warmed up our temperatures back into the 80s for highs. For tomorrow morning, there may be some some areas of patchy fog. I don't think it's going to be dense like what we saw this morning, but again, there may be some of that around 65 to start the day. A lot of sunshine in our sky for tomorrow, and that temperature 82 degrees, more typical of late July. And one of the reasons why we're so warm is, well, because of the weather pattern here. The jet stream is well up to the north, kind of a summery pattern. The air around this high pressure is to the southwest, so that southwesterly flow is bringing in that warm air and moisture, definitely leading to the high humidity. We'll see periodic disturbances later on in the week. That'll bring some showers and storms back to the region. Some more widespread showers and storms are likely on Saturday as that cold front moves in, and behind that, more cooler and seasonal weather is expected. But temperatures still going to be above normal. Here, the temperature departures through next Monday. Our average high is 72 to 74 during this period. We're going to be 8 to 11 degrees above that through Friday, and a little bit cooler, but still 3 to 5 degrees above normal into early next week. But the main story is the humidity. Dew points upper 60s to low 70s, so certainly going to feel uncomfortable all the way through the weekend. Very unusual to see dew points this high for this long here in the middle of September. As we go to satellite and radar, no rain expected tonight, but you notice the clouds do continue to build in across the region. Our next system is over the Rockies. This cold front, that's going to approach the area on Wednesday. Could bring a few showers to our northwestern counties. We'll track it on Predictor now. Tomorrow morning, again, maybe some areas of patchy fog. I think the dense, widespread fog is going to be off into Illinois and Wisconsin, and we'll see some passing clouds as we head throughout the day tomorrow. And then again, early on Wednesday, as that cold front begins to move in, could see a few showers up in our northwestern counties before they do fizzle out. But this front's really going to stall out across the region late Wednesday into early Thursday, and that'll lead to additional showers and storms across the region again early on Thursday morning. Partly cloudy, some patchy fog tonight. It will be muggy, 62 to 66 on low temperatures. And then for tomorrow, mostly sunny, another warm and humid day. These highs more typical late July, early August, 81 to 86. Your extended forecast, again, a chance of a few storms early on Thursday morning. We're dry on Friday, showers and storms likely on Saturday, 78. And then we cool it down as fall begins next Monday with highs in the mid to upper 70s.